Hey guys, as you see from the title from this video, it's called Stop Blaming Everybody Else. Stop blaming inflation, your government, your parents, or anybody else. Blame yourself. Today I'm making a video about the weakness of this generation, and I really hope this strikes a chord with somebody. My goal today is very simple, to strike a chord with one person, and one person alone, that I can make a difference, okay? And the key thing is, all the failures in my life that I've had are, guess what? My failures. And the moment that you realize, men and women by the way, that your failures are not your parents' fault or Joe Biden's fault, and then you voted for a dumbass president who's a felon, by the way, and I'm not going to get into politics in this video. I'll get into that later on because you all fucked up. But in this video, I'm going to discuss it's your fault. It's your fault. So I grew up somewhere in Orange County. My parents had very little money. And I knew that at a very young age, we had no money. But I also had a lot of friends around me who, in high school, and forget the whole friends in high school, because we all know once you depart high school, all that shit ends. But in high school, I was smart enough to realize, and I had friends from every group, jocks, the nerds, the ones playing magic, even the cholos, the gangsters. And I remember even a few of them would fight for me. And so it was touching, you know? But one time I had a conversation with one of them, and he told me, and I quote, and he said to me, "Hey homie, this ain't life for you, man. You're smart, you're intelligent, you got a fucking education smart." That hit me. And a lot of times in life, we don't learn from our parents or from our uncles or advisors or churches. We learn from what? From people that we least expected. So I joined the military. And it was the 4 hardest years of my life. It was fun as hell. I mean, I had a blast. Living in Europe, and the women and everything was great, and the money was great. But I didn't save. And that was my fault. Either way, though, I still got the GI Bill. But the point is, let me ask you a question. How many of you men and women joined the military? I guarantee you, watching this video, very few of you. Then I went on to go to Santa Barbara. I went to UC Santa Barbara, graduated, got my degree, and again, 2 years of hell. 2 years of a lot of sleepless nights, studying, and the biggest difference was there's no more Fulton colleges or JCs who some teachers are going to pass you because they feel sorry for you. At these large universities, no one feels sorry for you. And then, of course, I moved on and got work, jobs, and I worked my ass off. And I worked harder than everybody else. And I was hated on. And did I give a fuck? No. See, that's the biggest point of this video. I think the biggest correlation here is that you care too much. You care about your friends. You care about looking cool. You care about playing a certain role. And all these morons like Andrew Tate and Big Boy and all these idiots out there who you personify, who you glorify, who couldn't give a rat's ass about you, by the way. You know what it takes? It takes you realizing that no one's going to fucking save your ass. And for me, I've had many jobs. And I'm going to tell you what, now I work for the government. And I'm not going to tell you where I work for. But I work for the government. And that was one of my dreams a long time ago. And it took me 18 years to get to that level. And so, the gist of the video is, I hope you understand this, is no one feels sorry for you. And it takes, and by the way, when I got to the corporate level, when I was working these jobs, it was funny because people would tell me, "Why do you work so hard?" And people would tell me, even people that were nice to me, even girls that I dated, "Why do you work so hard?" People think that you're a show-off. People think that, you're cocky or this and that. Do I give a fuck? Do those people pay my bills? The moment you realize that no one's going to save you, the moment that you realize that no one's going to pay your freaking bills, and the moment that you realize that you're hard to fire, that the employers that you work for see you as an asset. I'll give you one story. I used to work for a major university, and I traveled a lot. I traveled the country. I traveled the USA for about a year and a half. And everybody would complain to the management. Why does he get to travel to the best hotels? Why does he get to travel and book his own airlines, and we have to actually request for the bookings, and we get to stay at these shitty ass hotels. And my manager would tell them, "You want to know why? Let me show you his numbers. Look at his numbers," and they would be like, "Wow." Do you understand now? God damn it! I can't stress this enough from this video, and I'm gonna make some more videos moving forward because I am sick and tired of you morons, and I'm gonna call you morons, idiots, and I don't give a fuck. And you're just like our president, actually, just like your president, because I don't consider him my president. Just like the felon in chief, Donald Trump, who doesn't give a fuck. Well, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a rat's ass. And I'm going to tell you how it is. No one's going to save you, men or women. And for all you women out there who are just looking for a sugar daddy or looking for somebody to marry you and take care of you, good luck with that. Because nowadays men are getting smart. And men, don't get married. Unless you marry somebody who's really, really, how should I say it? A unicorn who truly will respect you, love you, honor you, be loyal to you. That shit doesn't exist. I've dated women, a few of them, who I thought at first, oh my God, they were beautiful and great. I dated one Asian woman, the ideology that Asians are very submissive, and she was, for about 4 months. She didn't say a peep. Whatever I said, go. And all of a sudden, one day, she sat me down and said, okay, well, for the sex to continue, or for whatever to continue, here are my demands. And you're going to do X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? Within 3 days, she was gone. Do you understand now? God damn it. Fucking do your job. And stop blaming people. Because I'm going to tell you what. The minute that you stop blaming people, and blaming your parents, and blaming your goddamn government, blame yourselves for not doing your job. And again, and also, I'm going to end this with a note. Not everyone's meant for school. Even a lot of veterans. I'm a veteran too. I was in the military. There's a lot of veterans who I always tell, great, you have the GI Bill. If you don't want to go to school, shit, get a craft. Get into a trade school. Get into a trade. And get into a union. I don't care what you do, man. Enough with the weakness. Enough with the weakness. Kill the weakness. Stop blaming everybody else. And the most important thing is no one's going to save your ass. Like the video, subscribe, and there's more content coming. See ya.